So in this video, we are going to talk about how to remove elements from a linked list. But first, what is a linked list? A linked list is a data structure consisting of nodes, and each node has two things. One is the data, which is the information you want to store. The other one is the pointers. Now the node of a singly linked list has one pointer pointing to the next node in the list. The node of a doubly linked list has two pointers, one pointing to the next node and the other pointing to the previous node. Now in this video, we are going to stick to singly linked lists. So in a linked list, we always start traversing from the first node. And that is why we have a pointer called the head pointing to that first node. And the last node in the list is always going to point to null, signaling the end of the list. Now, how do we actually delete an element from a linked list? In essence, we delete a node by bypassing it. So if we want to remove the node B, for example, we simply make the node before B. Instead of pointing to B, we make it point to the node after B. So now the node B will be disconnected from the list and effectively deleted. And that's the concept. Now, how do you actually implement that? So basically, we're going to follow this algorithm here. First, we create a dummy node pointing to the head, as we have done here already. And second, we create a current pointer pointing to that dummy. And we also have a current pointer pointing to the dummy. And third is the loop, which continuously checks if the next node is a node that we want to delete. And we continue executing this loop until the next node is null, meaning that we reach the end of the list. And within each iteration of the loop, if the next node is the node we want to delete, then we simply bypass the next node and continue the loop. If the next node is not a node that we want to delete, we simply make the current pointer point to the next node and continue the loop. So that's the algorithm. Now let's quickly walk through an example. So we have this linked list here, 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1 is the head. And let's say we want to delete all occurrences of 6. And here we already have a dummy node and a current pointer. So we're going to start executing the loop. So the next node of the current node is 1. And that's not something we want to delete. So we make the current pointer point to the next node 1. Next node 2, not something we want to delete. Make it point to the next node. 6, and that is something we want to delete. So we make 2 point to 3 instead of 6. And we start the loop again. The next node is 3 now, and that's not something we want to delete. So we move the pointer to point to 3, which is the next node. Now 4, not something we want to delete. 5, not something we want to delete. And 6 again, which is something we want to delete. So we make the current node point to the node behind the next node, and we continue the loop. The next node now is null, meaning that we reach the end of the list, and we stop the loop. And let's check if we have all occurrences of 6 deleted from the list. So we start from the head. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and null, end of the list. We did it, and that is basically how you remove elements from a singly linked list.